everyone, my name is Jess, the Tarottunist, and I have a pick a card reading for you today. And it is all about, what are you hungry for? Let's see what the cards say. We have pile number 1, hoagie. Or if you're not from my area, sub sandwiches, or just it's a sandwich on a hoagie roll, a sub roll. You know what I mean. But this is specifically a sweet Italian, like me, winky face. I'm sorry. Pile number 1. But if you're like, oh, I was kind of attracted to the little worry doll. Pile number 1. I got the name Angie. We have pile number 2, cheesesteaks and the clear quartz. It kind of looks like a cheesesteak or a hoagie roll, right? Like they're that long shape. Pile number 2. Or pile number 3, hers potato chips and 1 whoopie pie, specifically a chocolate chip whoopie pie. Hers potato chips, specifically kettle cooked sour cream and onion. But it's up for debate. You can pick whichever one you want. But you may not have that brand where you're from, hers potato chips. So, like Lay's potato chips. But these are so much better. Or you might have been attracted to this really earthy hearthstone. Let's get it started, guys. Pick your pile. Hello, pile 1. This is for everyone who chose my little worry doll, or the hoagie pile number 1. Specifically a sweet Italian, like yours truly. Winky face, I'm sorry. That was a whole thought process going into that. So, yep, pile number 1. What are you hungry for? What is really going to feed you right now? What you're really hungry for is alone time. Really diving into some books, diving into poetry, diving into music that has really deep lyrics, or just even looking up the lyrics of the music you've been listening to lately. You really crave coming home to yourself. Your favorite color could be orange, but if it's not, I definitely think that's a power color for you. Yeah, I would wear that for the next 5 to 7 days. But I see like you making your home really dreamy, especially like your sleep space. The numbers 222 and 444 could be resonating with you right now. We have the goddess Tituba and feeling safe. Yeah, you really want to come home. I feel like a lot of things are coming together full circle for you. And you could love gold. Maybe you have a gold ring. Maybe you've been wearing more rings lately. But I really feel like this pile in particular, this is like my au naturel pile. This is my pile that is watching the foods they eat. And they're really like drinking more herbal teas. I just got Erykah Badu in my head. So maybe you're really into Baduism. That's an old Badu reference. So maybe you're a little older. I love it. But yeah, I'm just getting right now that you're finding your inner glow by yourself. So you're really hungry for quality you time. Along with feeling safe, when I see Tituba, she always like, people come to her when they're like not feeling safe. And she's here to remind you that you are your security blanket. You are your home. And this is a time where you feel empowered to make the changes and to stand up for yourself as necessary. Know that you are safe, but you just might need a lot more alone time to regenerate. Also, pajamas. If you've just been wearing like old ratty t-shirts, or not that I am wearing one myself, but if it is possible, I really recommend getting pajamas either maybe that has little orange, little polka dots, purples or earth tones, like these deep greens and browns. Are going to be really good for your sleep. Books, like, yeah, I feel like you're really thinking about, even if it's not like pleasure reading, I really get you like just being on your phone, maybe reading articles, but really investing in learning. I really feel like you're just kind of getting absorbed into something you like. And like I said, it doesn't have to be a book, but it could even be like a tablet. It could even just be your phone and being on Pinterest, but I really feel like you're just kind of you're escaping the world within your mind, and you're making your surroundings super safe and comfortable. right now is a sense of calm. Maybe you've been thinking about doing yoga. You could have, so you see these like leaves? You might be thinking about getting a tattoo with these like minimalistic line tattoos like this. Highly recommend, because Spirit's pointing that out. Again, that orange pinky moon. Yeah, like the color of a sunset. That is your jam right now. But yeah, comfortable clothing, nothing too tight and restricting. I would say for the next 5 to 7 days. So from now to the next week, and this is a timeless reading, but yeah, from now to the next week, wear clothes that are comforting. Wear clothes that remind you like a sense of home. Find your peace, inner peace, simplicity, meditation. So if life is kind of chaotic right now, or even if it's just kind of, I feel like if you did pick this pile, a big shift, like a lightning bolt shift, like riled you up and your sense of security has been shaken. Keep remaining calm and keep escaping. And I'm not saying like, oh, hide from the world completely forever, but in this moment, it's appropriate. Find your sense of calm. Be optimistic. Take 5 minutes every day to look in the mirror and repeat, today I will have positive thoughts. Today I will not let the negative thoughts in. Today is going to be a great day. Wow, that's great. I mean, because I have to be honest with you guys, I know I have OCD, so I have obsessive thoughts. And it's true, the more we meditate on words, especially mean words about ourselves, the more we're kind of like Debbie Downers, the more natural it feels. And then we realize like, oh God, that's not just our, like, this is part of our personality now, to be cynical. And I think there's a difference between having, a little bit of humor to get through the day versus like really being cynical or really being critical of yourself. And I feel like there's a situation that you are like has really shooken you up or like has triggered you, and Spirit is just saying be calm, stay optimistic. I see a lot of things going in your favor, but there's a lot of like need to like sit and be quiet. Like, do you see all these cards? Like, they're all sitting. So this is the time not to go out. This is you time. So this is not going to resonate for everyone, and this doesn't have to be romantic, but I do see a separation in your life. So that could be what's like jarring you. Maybe you and your significant other had a big fight and you guys are like, I need a break. Or this could be your friend. This could be your brother or sister. This could be even like a parent. Like this somebody, there's a break in your life right now, a breakup. Not permanent, maybe it is, but a breakup nonetheless. Sexual purposes only. So if you are hooking up with somebody and you think, oh, maybe this could lead somewhere, Spirit is saying, no, not this person. Or I would say for a select few, if you guys broke up and they call or text you, they want to hang out, it's definitely to have sex, but it's not going to fix everything. So that's just for a select few. But I would say for the majority, if you're dealing with anybody new, sexual purposes only. Be calm about this breakup, whether it's even an old habit, whether it's a friendship, whether it is romantic. And like I said, it doesn't even feel permanent. This just feels like an intense separation, a split. And I really feel like for both of you, both parties involved, there is a sense of passion being ignited. This separation has made you both see what you really want in life. And I really feel like maybe, you guys just needed that to grow. Like I said, it's not going to resonate for everybody. But I would just say, even if you're like, oh, there's no breakup, I'm just breaking up from old habits. I really just see in general your passion being totally ignited. Again, with the books and reading. So maybe you've been interested in writing a book. Maybe you've been thinking writing poetry. Maybe you've been thinking about maybe you've been getting lost in fan fiction, like Harry Potter fan fiction or Twilight fan fiction. But yeah. So what do you need, or what is your soul hungry for? A true rest, but not just a rest, like a pause on life so you can dive into something that you're passionate about. Don't worry, I'll show you guys in a minute. I just got January 1st, or you might be seeing the number 1111 or 111. I just got that. But the signs we have right now, we have strong earth energy, we have Aquarius, and we also have Leo and Taurus. I'm so sorry. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. But Taurus obviously is in there now too. So right now I see if you pick this pile collective, you are just feeling really beaten up by life. You just kind of feel hopeless. Like you feel like shit hit the fan, whether through this separation or this realization or whatever the case may be. You really need a break. And Spirit is saying, hey, it's going to be okay. Find your balance, remain calm, remain optimistic about the situation, even though you feel hopeless. Remain positive. And if you're entertaining anybody, be aware that they might only have sexual outlooks right now. I just see, yeah, you're really bummed out because something like the fire has gone out in a connection of yours or just an area of your life. And I feel like your energy is zapped, you're frazzled. You might even be doing candle magic. I highly recommend doing some candle magic if that's what you do. Preferably an orange candle for the next 4 days. You also could be dealing with a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. But yeah, I just get that you feel hopeless because even though your passion is being fueled right now, whether either it's through a connection or with inside yourself, you're feeling really burned out. You're feeling hopeless and burned out, and you don't really feel like committing right now. Again, on the computer, I don't know if it's like you have a passion to go back to school, but you're not really ready to take that leap. You know what I mean? Like you're not ready to you know what it takes to go back to school, and you're like, I don't feel like committing. Or this could be even online dating, and you're like, I know I'm not ready. Or this could be talking to somebody, and you're like, I really need some space from them. It's just, it's that situation, and I just see, and that's not a bad thing, but I think if we're just honest with ourselves, I do see within the next 2 weeks, this situation with your stability is going to come to a head, and you're going to see it totally for what it is. We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Let me get one more. Again, more candle magic. The reason why within the next week you're going to feel totally and physically insecure with your stability is because you're super burned out. Do your best to find your balance, find your sense of calm. And I know that's easy for me to say, but you're burning yourself out. And I feel like you're manifesting, because along with when I see lots of candle representation, you're a strong manifester. Things are happening quickly. And even if you're like, no, something like shitty just happened and I'm just dealing with it, it's like you are a really strong manifester, my friend. The more negative thought you put towards this, the better chance it's going to come out negative. And I know that sounds crazy. We got crazy initials. I will read them out to you. We have the letters S, B, I, F, U. F-U. So maybe you had a fight with somebody, or maybe you're just really pissed off, or vice versa. Maybe someone's really pissed off at you. J, H, Q, R. Those are the initials. So yeah, like I said, guys, I think ultimately to wrap this up, keep your sense of calm, love this person from a distance, even if they're angry, or even if they're angry with you, or you're angry with them. Let the separation happen. I do see that it is going to come back together, but depending on how, if your guard is, if you don't take this moment, time out, it's going to be, I don't want to say dramatic, but it's just going to be one of those things where you're super burned out. You might lash out. You might say things that you didn't mean. You might do things you didn't do. Make this time for you right now. That is what you're hungry for. I hope this helped. Love you. Hello, pile 2. This is for everyone who chose the clear quartz or the cheesesteaks. Either way, both awesome. Actually, I could totally go for a cheesesteak as long as it has tons of ketchup. Actually, that's my philosophy for anything in life. So maybe you're a ketchup fan too. Who knows? So, this is for everyone who chose pile number 2. What are you hungry for? You are hungry for self-acceptance and self-love. Potion, remember to practice self-love. And after that, your meditation card was be proud. After the day is done, take a few minutes to review your day. What were your accomplishments? What meditations worked for you? Be proud of yourself for making the day happen. You could be seeing the number 666. It feels a little bit like pile 1, just in the way that like pile 1 was also kind of escaping to their bedroom. I feel like this is you Googling and physically doing, like, you're Googling like how to practice self-love, or maybe you're watching videos on how to self-love and you're actually doing it. Like maybe you're meal prepping, like the mason jars, and you're adding plants to your home, or maybe you're getting into witchcraft, which is awesome, or maybe you've been just even getting into like more spirituality and learning how certain herbs affect the body. Awesome. But regardless, I just see you becoming more aware. Love, like, your house is clean, everything is like has its place, you're doing the work that, like, you're putting the work in. You're putting the work in to love yourself. Then we have instinct. So right now, I feel like if you were drawn to this pile, you kind of are the lone wolf. Like, you are a person that has a lot of feelings and a lot of, like, spirit, but you're not used to having, like, a pack around you. And I feel like right now in life, something is happening where it's taking you, like, out of yourself, and you're like, what way do I go? Do I follow the pack? Do I go down this road? And your anxiety might be up. Maybe you're getting, like, looking up, like, certain herbal remedies to, like, help with anxiety, like St. John's wort. But yeah, I just get that your emotions are really overwhelming right now. But at the same time, you really thrive in this environment because you're the wolf. You're the white wolf. You know, you thrive. Like, you aren't scared. And you might feel frightened right now, but really it's like you're a goddamn wolf. You don't need to be scared. And you're strong. You might see, you might be looking at, like, wolf documentaries, or, like, animal documentaries, History Channel, Animal Planet. Like, I'm getting, like, very educational. Like, I feel like you are really just trying to better yourself, whether that's through education, whether that's through, your spiritual practices, but ultimately, because you love yourself, you're bettering your life. Expect storms in your area for the next week or so, specifically within the next 3 to 6 days. But ultimately, I do see a natural disaster, risk, frustration, survive. And we have withdrawal, quit, awakening, and rejection. So yeah, like, maybe right now you are like, you know what? I am done running on autopilot. I'm done with, like, letting my emotional instincts take over, because while they are awesome, right now they're leading me kind of astray. I don't know what to do. And you are putting a stop. Like, you're kind of, putting, like, the big time out on anything that's going to harm you, like cigarettes. You know, like, you really are making some big changes in your life. And you have the goddess Oya. I think I'm pronouncing her name right. Oh God, she is gorgeous. I just love these rings. You might be wearing, like, lots of rings, or maybe you've been interested in jewelry. This could just represent everyone in your life that, like, is around you. But regardless, when you see Oya, she talks about storms being present. And I feel like something has triggered you, or something has happened, and it's causing you to go lone wolf style, right? It's causing you to be like, oh, let me just go back to, like, my old ways, right? Like, I can do this all by myself, you know? But reality, it's like you've grown so much, and you realize, like, I don't necessarily know if that's what I want to do. I want to grow, and I want to love myself and be better, and I don't know what road to take. And Spirit is just saying that you are so strong, but don't let these storms of your life throw you in this chaos. Just keep practicing self-love. The more you practice self-love, the answers will become clearer, because you'll be choosing answers, like you'll be making decisions based on what will make you happy. Happiness is so incredibly important. I know that sounds silly because it's like, well, yeah, of course, Jess. Like, why wouldn't happiness be important? But, you know, sometimes we put things or ideas or like these fantasy worlds and these fantasy, like, you know, our own fantasies. We pretend that's reality. And sometimes our anxiety paints these pictures that aren't even there. So I'm just telling you, please don't get lost in your emotional waters. I have Cancer, I have Pisces, I have Scorpio, I have really strong Libra and Gemini as well. The color blue is your power color for the next week. So we have your wish will not be granted, whatever you're wishing for. Future, work on yourself. So like, for example, if you're like, oh, I hope I get this job. I hate that just came through my mind, but it did. So I'm just going to say it. But this doesn't even feel like that. Maybe for some, like there's certain jobs that aren't going to go through, but I get that you are triggered and you're doing something like your old routine, and you're kind of hoping that it sticks this time, but not old routine, like healthy routine. Like you're doing like your toxic behavior and you're just kind of hoping it's not going to be toxic, but that's not the case. It is still going to be toxic. Work on yourself. Keep working on the self-love. Your future is so bright. But you're like, oh my God, when's the future? The future could be tomorrow. The future could be in 10 days. I just got, honestly, 10, from now, I really got 10, either 10 days, 10 weeks, 10 months. That's what I honestly got. But the number 10 popped up in my head. Yeah. A lot of you guys, I think it's going to be 10 weeks, but for some of you guys, it will be 10 months, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. Spirit, is there anything you'd like to tell pile 2? Thank you. And don't worry, I'll show you guys. Oh. Thank you. All right, really quick. We have really strong water energy. We have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have strong Aries energy. We have strong Taurus energy. And we have strong Capricorn and Virgo energy. So right now, you are hard at work. You are working really hard on your passion projects. You're really working hard on what self-love means to you. Not just like the typical, oh, like treat yourself to a massage, even though you should, because they're amazing. But this is you like who am I outside of college? Who am I outside of what my parents like told me I should be or what my friends are? This is you discovering yourself. And I really feel like this is a time of you wanting to really express yourself, whether it's through art or fashion or your hair or even just your mannerisms. Like you are really taking into account and putting in the hard work. And Spirit is saying, because of that, within the next, I got 5 months, or the month of May, you could be a Taurus, Gemini even, I got just now. But hear me out. I think within the next 10 weeks, you're going to see something beautiful happen because of your self-love. Within the next 5 months, a big step, like you're going to hit a huge milestone. And within the 10-month mark, it's going to be the moment of reflection when you can look back and you're like, oh my God, I remember that day when I watched just the Tarot Tunis video. And I remember how shitty I was feeling. And I'm telling you, it's only going to get better as long as you keep operating from a place of the heart. Right now, you might not be feeling it, or like you might be pushed. Like right now, you feel like life is kind of out of control and chaotic. And your moods are up and down, but I do see that your emotional health is going to greatly improve within the next 10 days to 10 weeks. And like I said, within the next 5 months, I really see major milestones being achieved. You might be starting a new medicine program. If you are starting a new anxiety medicine or depression medicine, whatever medicine you're starting, I do see it being a success. I'm sorry, this is such a beautiful scene. I really feel like you are trying to create, like, you're really trying to create a reality that you love, that you like. What is your reality? Here's the thing, you're unique. So the cookie cutter life is not going to be for you. And I do see that you are getting pulled in a lot of directions, but Spirit wants you to know, keep operating from a heart place. Your future is so bright. I know there's a lot of storms right now. And I wish I could give you guys all hugs, because I know how hard it is, but I'm telling you, it's only going to get better. Just keep operating from your love, from your heart. And I'll read them out. Don't worry, guys. I don't know why I just kind of do a swirly action, but I like it. We have the initials F, U. Again, I don't know why I snapped. So pile 1, I did the same thing, swirlies. FU came out again. So you might be getting into a lot of arguments, or maybe you're just feeling more aggressive than normal, or maybe you're being triggered and it's like causing an anger response and you don't know why. It's really because there's a place like of self-love. There's a lack of compassion and self-love. But we have the initials F, U, G. Fugly. Yeah, you ugly. I think a lot of people who picked this pile are not very kind to themselves, and they are like a negative cheerleader. And guess what, guys? If you have that ability to constantly berate yourself and keep energy up, guess what? You have the energy to even be happy. You have it. We just have to switch it. And I'm speaking like from the heart, because I understand how hard it is, you know. H, B, Q, Z, K, N. Just got the name Nancy, or Nan, or maybe even like a name that begins with the N, even Nicole. Yeah. But that is what I got. And I will say, guys, that it is going to get better. But prepare for a lot of change. And I would say across the board, that's all the piles. Everyone is going through some massive upheavals. I hope this helped. Love you. Hello, pile 3. This is for everyone who chose hers potato chips plus 1 whoopie pie. Or based off this stone. I love that it has like a clear quartz little like slash like right there. I love it. I don't know if that's clear quartz, but it reminds me of that. This stone is just beautiful. I wish I knew the name of it, but it's such an earthy stone. So you could be a Capricorn, a Taurus, a Virgo, just really strong earth energy. But all signs are welcome, but along with earth energy, we have really strong air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and we also have Leo. And Aries. Let's get into your reading. So what are you hungry for, pile number 3? I was going to say pile number 1. So you might like be like, oh God, which one should I have picked? Why not watch both? It's free. You should do it. But you're hungry for a new job, profession, expertise, omniscience, talent. And this doesn't have to be cooking. I got writing or something to do with going back to school online, maybe even like something with cyber, like online. But yeah, you're ready to be really challenged, but not just you're ready to have like a real challenge. Like, it's exciting. And recognize is your action word. By the way, you might be seeing the numbers 111, 111. That's just confirmation that this video is for you, but I highly recommend looking up those angel numbers. Recognize. Today, try to recognize those events that trigger your negative feelings. It's all about how you react. Recognize that you can change the way you react once you identify what's triggering your negative thoughts. So that's really interesting. No matter what pile you picked, I see a lot of tension in everyone's lives right now. So if you were drawn to this reading, probably something happened. And if nothing happened, then there's definitely something inside going on, because emotional health is coming out big time in all the piles. But I will say for your pile number 3, that you also might be seeing the number 333 or the number 3. You're realizing and recognizing that what you do for a living, it's triggering you because you're not really happy. I think there's a sense of like unfulfillment in your life right now. Again, you got the number 1. You could be born, I got in September. You could be born in January. Princess, you can be your own knight. So the sword of truth. I really feel like you're ready for a new challenge. You're ready to, I don't know if save yourself is the right word, but I know, princess, be your own knight, be your own hero. Make yourself happy. Don't look at through in a partner, or don't look at it through a job that doesn't fulfill you, even if it gives you enough money. Find it within yourself. I see that you're definitely packing up and leaving behind any old ideas and thoughts. You might be thinking of cutting your hair. It's like you're seeing all these changes. Like you might be even thinking like, oh, like I had like fun colored hair, like pinks or purples or blues, and you're letting it all grow out because you want to see who you really naturally are. And I really feel like you're having these moments of like, oh my God, I know what I want to do and it's not what I'm doing. And if it's not a profession, if you're like, oh, my job's pretty awesome, actually, I definitely feel like there's an element where you feel stuck. Maybe this is like a job. This is a job. But this, for some of you guys, this could even be an apartment. Maybe she just wants to get out of her house, But yeah, I just see that you're really recognizing how unhappy you are in life. And if it's not, like I said, if it's not a job and it's not your apartment, then this would definitely be the relationships that you keep. And it's interesting I'm about to say that because, you do have some love cards over here as well. Possibly with love. You could have had a betrayal at some point. So we have Scarcity. I'm sorry. Scarcity. The goddess Sokyon. And then we have Aunt Nancy, betrayal, spiders. You might see 2 spiders in your home, like near your kitchen or in your bathroom. I'm sorry. Spiders can be kind of scary when you're not expecting them. But I just ultimately get that someone has betrayed you, and it's because they have a mentality of less. They have a mentality that they don't have enough. Maybe you had to walk away from people or someone in particular in your life that was threatened by your success. And you're like, you know what? If that's how you're going to be, then I have to follow this dream. Like if that's how you're going to be, then I'm better off without you, as much as I care and love you. I just get that you made a decision to love yourself, and whether this person, however they treated you, whether it was super poorly or they didn't talk to you or it was like love bomb, whatever it is, there was a sense of betrayal because they feel like they're either going to lose you or they're not good enough. And you're like, I love you, but I'm not dealing with that. You could be older than this person by 2 years. But yeah, I get, like, it doesn't even feel uber romantic. This feels platonic. This feels like family. It could be a significant other, but this is definitely somebody that you care a lot about, regardless of who they are. Love and let them reach out first. So there is a lot of love between you, and look, it's like people do make mistakes. I'm not saying, oh, let all your boundaries be crossed and, but live and let live. If you cut everyone out of your life, you're not gonna have many people left, right? People make mistakes, but I think the difference is if you see that they're honestly taking practical steps to change for the better, if they apologize, if they use kind words, like if they, not just kind words, like not a soothsayer, maybe they're a sweet talker, whoever you're dealing with. There's a lot of love between you guys. And I would say you're doing the right thing by recognizing that you're not happy in life and you're ready to take the next steps. And whether that's you being alone for a while or changing up scenery or, whatever the case is, you're ready to cut negative shit out. Let them reach out first. They do love you. You love them. They betrayed you or they lashed out at you or they did something shitty to you because they have a lack mentality. Let them reach out. They'll come to you when they're ready. You're in a creative mode. You might be pregnant, or if you are pregnant, you could be due in April. Maybe your birthday is in April. I just get in general, you are in this moment where you're really in tune with your emotions. right? Like you can recognize that you're not happy right now. You can recognize the reasons that you're not happy right now. You can recognize that maybe you're not living up to your full potential. And so you're really ready to create. You might be wearing like cream color clothes, white dresses, even if you could buy white flowers for yourself, that would be wonderful. But yeah, you're healing yourself by recognizing and making active changes and just being like ready to take on the world. That's already half the battle, right? Like that's really, you already won, because you're putting your dreams and your desires first. You could be dealing with a twin flame if you pick this pile as well. Oh, too many. Keep giving me lots of, you have a lot of things you're gonna say. This pile is quite the rebel. So the signs that we have on the table, actually we have all signs, but really strong water. So we have strong fire and water. So we have fire, which would be Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. We also have strong Cancer, Pisces, and oh my God, why am I having such a brain fart? Scorpio. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, guys. Anywho. You are ready to definitely make decisions. You are ready. Right now, I just see there is a lot of tension in your connection. Maybe since June 21st, there's been a lot of tension. Or maybe it's just been a month at least since there's been like this palpable friction, right? It doesn't feel friendly. It doesn't feel like energetic even. I mean, it feels energetic, but it doesn't feel great. You guys are definitely on the path to healing. I do see better days. Just know that, yes, there was some shit, right? There was some conflict within your friend group, within your love life, within your whatever, inside yourself. I do see it's still gonna be there, right? So like after tomorrow, it's still gonna be a little dark, but I do see you coming out of that within the next. Honestly, by the next week, you're definitely gonna see it get so much better, and within the next 2 weeks, I'm not gonna say it is gonna be healed like that, but it's definitely gonna be not a huge issue like it is right now. You are definitely on the right path. And again, white dresses. So buy yourself a white dress, or buy yourself white shoes or a white shirt or whatever you want, but wear it white. You could be seeing butterflies or dragonflies more. Keep chasing the dream. Keep chasing, like, see the dark. It's like they're stuck in this dark, you don't need it. Run towards your happiness. You don't need the deadlines. Like this job that you're in might have like really shitty deadlines, and you have your boss over your back and you're just like, Jesus, I just want to get home. I hate my life. You're coming out of that. You're coming out of that and you're following your happiness. And as a result, you're going to see you're not going to be quite as upset. You're going to realize like, oh, my attitude's a lot better ever since I left. Or my attitude, like my general disposition in life is like just so much more positive than it was since being at that job, or since being in that position I was in, or whatever, whatever the case may be. I just see that you're breaking from tradition, and you're definitely breaking away from what you thought was the next step, if that makes sense, So like everyone, this could be something like everyone's like, oh, you quit your job, but you were like a manager. What do you mean? Like you had it. And you're like, it was too much. It's not, doesn't make me happy. And I just feel like, even if it's not with your profession, I just feel like there was a situation that you recognize that was just not working for you. And you're a creative individual that has to go on a journey right now. I see you ready to make a trip, and you're ready to create your life. And you're realizing that you can follow a script. But you're too smart, collective. You're too smart for that. You're too creative. You're too unique. You're too innovative. So let's get some initials. We got B, V, K, W, C, F, V, J, X, Y. I just got Beanie Babies. You might even be thinking of ways to like make more money so you can fund this new adventure you're on. So maybe you're like, oh, like let me get rid of some collectibles, or maybe you're interested in getting collectibles. I, H. Hi. 111, the number 1 in general, is a very strong number, and that keeps resonating. So you really might be seeing that more. And that's all about, number 1 is all about individuality, independence, beginnings, and leadership. You're ready to take full control, full reins of your life, and you are not gonna let anyone's limited beliefs change that. I hope this helped, guys. Love you. Bye.